Namaskar, I'm Suruchi Das and you're watching Rhythm News. Bangladesh Interim President Mohammad Yunus, the chief advisor of the Bangladesh government, met US President Joe Biden on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly session in New York last week. Along with the president, Mohammad Yunus also met several other high-profile delegates. The press note from the chief advisor's office read that US fully supports the interim government of Bangladesh, remnants of which could be well deciphered in wholesome Biden's embrace of Mohammad Yunus. The press release also took note of the students' protest, which caused the Sheikh Hasina-led government to be debilitated. Reports suggest that Biden hailed the students and said that if the students could sacrifice so much for their country, they too should do more. It should be highlighted here that Sheikh Hasina, who was removed from her prime ministership forcefully, had said that the US had a significant role in usurping the Awami League government in Bangladesh. Indeed, the American government refuted the claims, calling the allegations simply untrue. Multiple reports suggested that the student protests were hardly by the students. There were external forces which fueled the protests, including China and Pakistan's intelligence ISI. We would also like to remind our viewers that these are the same student protests which were allegedly taken over by mobs of Jamaat-e-Islami. Now, who are Jamaat-e-Islami? The very Jamaat-e-Islami whose entire objective is to establish Islamic State in the entire world. The Jamaat-e-Islami, which was banned in Bangladesh for its controversial links to Pakistan. But with the interim government, the ban was revoked. In a tweet, columnist and analyst Brahma Cheleni underlined the US partiality in treating the two leaders of Bangladesh, one an elected leader and the other an economist whose devices are yet to be configured with clarity. Cheleni wrote that US leaders, including the president, have been exulting over the military-backed regime change in Bangladesh. He also predicted that soon General Zaman, who spearheaded Hasina's removal, will be shaking hands with leaders sitting in Washington. Meanwhile, Hindus in Bangladesh are towards a grim future where maximum of their rights, including worshipping their gods, have been jeopardized. Hindu temples are facing extortion, women being kidnapped, forceful conversions, communal hatred has become the norm. Many of them have lost their jobs, lives, facing the wrath of mobs. The high-level US delegation, which met Bangladesh interim government chief, has offered to provide $202.25 million in aid to Bangladesh to advance development, empower youth, strengthen democracy. But how a government, with just moments after coming to power, decriminalizes a terror outfit doubts for democratic principles? Days are not far when Bangladesh and Afghanistan will look and feel similar. Recent demographic data shows that Hindus in Bangladesh population dipped from 22% in 1951 to around 8% in 2022. The share of Muslims in the population mix rose to over 91% from 76% in 1951. While Biden hugs Mohammad Yunus and congratulates him for upholding the democratic institutions of Bangladesh. Jai Hind.
In a world overflowing with information where news travels faster than light, it's time to redefine the way we consume news and entertainment. Stay ahead with the latest from around the globe, from the pages of history to the top interviews, blogs to podcasts. Find all exclusive stories in one place, the Rhythm app. Uncover a world of entertainment with exclusive web series, captivating short reels and live moments through trending videos. For the sports enthusiast and tech savvy, we've got you covered with top reviews from the business. Get ready for the ultimate experience. Download now Rhythm app, where every story matters.